Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing Jensen Zhu. We don't know whether he was intentionally hilarious or unintentionally hilarious.
Open Gangnam Style.
Tonight, Britain's Got Talent at 8:30 on Pearl.
You're provoking the gods and you act as if there will be no consequence.
We are the gods now.
Between gods and men.
We need to be reminded of the order of things. Turn them on each other.
The clash begins.
Somebody's going to have to make a stand. Somebody's going to have to say enough.
I can't become like them. If I do this, I do it as a man.
Sunday, Clash of the Titans on Pearl's weekend blockbuster.
Get ready for a new page in motorsport history. Welcome to Asia's most legendary race. This November, experience the Sun City Group 61st Macau Grand Prix.
G'day, mate. What do you do? Two wrestling. 3, 2, oh. Yeah!
And does cheese rolling.
I'm finished! Yeah!
And dueling.
Charge! Yeah!
Monday, and does Britain at 8:30 on Pearl. The time now is 7:46. The time check was brought to you by Seiko.
Welcome back to TVB News. A Maine judge ruled on Friday that a U.S. nurse who treated victims of Ebola in West Africa does not need to continue to be confined to her home. Nurse Casey Hickox's challenge of Maine's 21-day isolation rule became a key battle in the dispute between some U.S. states and the federal government. A handful of states have imposed mandatory quarantines on health workers returning from 3 Ebola-ravaged countries in West Africa. The federal government is concerned about discouraging potential medical volunteers. Hickox maintains that she's symptom-free, so she's not a threat to anyone. While she may travel freely in public, the judge ordered that Hickox must continue direct monitoring of her health, coordinate travel plans with health officials, and report any symptoms.
I am very satisfied with the decision. The 3 points that he is still recommending that I abide by are 3 points that I believe is part of this good compromise that we can make. We will only win this battle as we continue this discussion, as we gain a better collective understanding about Ebola and public health, as we overcome the fear, and most importantly, as we end the outbreak that is still ongoing in West Africa today.
Another twist in the political turbulence gripping the West African country of Burkina Faso. 2 military leaders appear to be vying to seize power after one of Africa's longest-serving rulers stepped aside.
27 years after he seized power in a military coup, Blaise Compaoré stepped down as president on Friday after protesters stormed parliament and set the building on fire. He had been the 6th military leader to rule Burkina Faso since the country declared independence from France in 1960. The 63-year-old had attempted to defy mounting pressure to step down over a proposed parliamentary vote that would have allowed him a 5th term as president. The announcement of his resignation sparked jubilation on the streets of the capital. We got what we wanted, and it's good for us now that it's over, said this protester. But in the power vacuum left by the former president, the uncertainty appears far from over. Compaoré's departure leaves 2 military factions vying for control of the country. Soon after Compaoré's resignation, Honoré Traoré, an army general and joint chief of staff, told a packed room of reporters that he was assuming the presidency until elections are called. It's not clear, however, if he has the backing of all the military or the support of the opposition. And today, Lieutenant Colonel Isaac Zita, shown here, declared he will take over as head of state. Meanwhile, many protesters are backing the country's former defense minister to lead the power transition. Under Burkina Faso's constitution, the head of the National Assembly is supposed to take office when the president resigns. But parliament was dissolved by Traoré during a brief martial law declared on Thursday. Burkina Faso is one of the world's poorest nations, but amid continued stability, it has played a key role as a Western ally against al-Qaeda-linked groups in West Africa.
Massive protests in Hungary have forced that country's prime minister to back down from a plan to tax internet use. The tax would have required internet service providers to pay about 60 US cents per gigabyte of data traffic. However, companies would have been allowed to offset corporate income tax against a new levy. Prime Minister Viktor Orban promoted the tax as a way to bring down Hungary's budget deficit. Protesters fear the telecoms and internet firms would pass the costs on to consumers. Orban says he will start consultations next year over internet regulation and potential ways to tax some of the revenue generated online. All right, James, over to you for sports.
Yeah, we begin with English Premiership news. Going to be a real treat for fans. All eyes on Manchester Derby tomorrow. United will welcome back Wayne Rooney after his 3-match ban. City, meanwhile, will be without playmaker David Silva.
Well, David has a problem with his ligament. Maybe he will be out around three weeks, so he will not be available for the Derby. Yes, he's a very important player, but I always say the same thing. I think that we have a squad and we have to replace him with another players because every team has different problems with their players.
I think it is one of the 38 matches we have to play. But for the fans, it's unbelievable, big rivalry. That's our goal also, to win this game. And I think it is possible. We are growing, we are developing ourselves, I think. And what we have seen of Manchester City the last matches were not so good.
NBA action. The Memphis Grizzlies are 2-0 in the young NBA season. They overcame the Pacers in Indiana last night. The Grizzlies suffered a setback in the second quarter. Courtney Lee was injured here and did not return to the game. He was diagnosed with a mild concussion. But the visitors grabbed the lead in the third quarter off an Indiana turnover. Tony Allen scored an easy basket. Zach Randolph led Memphis with 22 points. Marc Gasol had 20. The Grizzlies came away with a 97-89 win. A couple of good games to show you from the ice. We begin in Detroit, where the Red Wings dumped the defending Stanley Cup champions.
Halloween night in Motown and the Los Angeles Kings were haunted by Detroit. Gustav Nyquist's power play goal gave the home team the lead. That was the start of the offensive rampage. The Red Wings scored a total of 4 times in the first period. Down 4-1 in the third, the Kings made it a game when Tyler Toffoli fired home a shorthanded goal. Then the visitors had a chance to pull within 1. But Detroit goalie Jimmy Howard came up big, turning aside Dustin Brown's penalty shot.
And now in the regular season,
Tempers flared here after a hit by LA forward Jordan Nolan. The Red Wings had the last laugh. Pavel Datsyuk scored his second goal of the game late, sealing a 5-2 win for his team. It's Detroit's third straight victory at Joe Louis Arena. To Dallas, where the Stars hosted the Anaheim Ducks, Corey Perry of the Ducks broke the deadlock here in the second period.
And he scored off the post and in. Corey Perry has ended the drought.
Jamie Benn had a great chance to tie this one up, but he was denied by Anaheim netminder Frederik Andersen.
What a stop. Pat Maroon went behind his own net.
The Stars finally broke through in the third. Anton Roussel found the back of the net.
Tipped in by Roussel, just as the penalty.
The Ducks came away with a win when Nate Thompson scored in overtime. They took this one 2-1.
And that's the news. Thanks for watching.
Good night.
What do you know about Tom?
Tuesday.
They operate slowly from the shadows. We now have a chance to draw them out.
Things will have to appear normal.
Which is why you'll need a case.
They call him the Undertaker.
He's a broker of death.
A man who somehow turns ordinary people into contract killers. That's what he's selling to his clients. The perfect murder.
SEMA presents The Blacklist at 10:40 on Pearl.
轉頭先啦，轉頭先啦，仲轉頭！先施瘋狂大減價開始咗啦，仲快啲嚟掃貨！先施瘋狂大減價，約實你啦！
Sun Life Financial presents The Weather Report is brought to you by Sun Life Financial.
Hello everyone, it was generally fine today. At 5 p.m. the weather was mainly fine over the southeastern part of China. A cold front is expected to form over southern China tonight and will move across the coast of Guangdong tomorrow. Up until 5 p.m. today's temperatures range from 23.9 to 28.6 degrees and the current temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. So Freddie, how's the weather tomorrow? Becoming cloudy with 1 or 2 light rain patches overnight. There will be sunny intervals and some haze during the day tomorrow. Temperatures will range between 23 and 28 degrees. There will be cooler mornings in the next few days. Tomorrow's air quality health index will range from moderate to high. And the maximum UV index forecast for tomorrow will be about 6. Now, here's the latest global weather update. Cloudy in Shanghai, Taipei, and Xiamen. Cloudy in Guangzhou and Chengdu, showers in Macau. Sunny in Beijing, rain in Seoul, cloudy in Tokyo. Thunderstorms in Bangkok and Manila, rain in Ho Chi Minh City. Thunderstorms in Kuala Lumpur and Singapore, rain in Jakarta. Sunny in New Delhi and Karachi, sunny intervals in Mumbai. Cloudy in Cairo, sunny intervals in Nairobi. Showers in Brisbane and Melbourne, sunny in Sydney. Sunny in Toronto, windy in New York. Cloudy in Vancouver, showers in San Francisco and Los Angeles. Rain in London, thunderstorms in Paris, showers in Amsterdam, cloudy in Frankfurt and Zurich. And that's the weather. Have a great evening.
It was brought to you by Sun Life Financial. Life's brighter under the sun.
Not all champions are created equal. 2014 WGC HSBC champions. Highlights next Thursday and Friday late night and live Saturday and Sunday afternoon right here on Pearl.
Coming from all walks of life, they fight for one common goal.